What up, Ant here, the movie brother. Today I have a very special guest, comedian Devin Clark out of Dallas, Texas. What's up, my brother?
What's up? Thanks for having me on the show, man. I'm excited. Let's talk about
Hey,
some movies.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, my pleasure, man. I'm so glad that you agreed to come on. Now, guys, I got to tell y'all, if you haven't seen this cat on Instagram, you got to check him out because he's hilarious and he does, these voiceover stuff like that. Hilarious, bro. So, I mean, that's actually how I, first learned about you, and also found out that you are a lover of film.
Yep.
We were talking about doing this, and I
hmm
said, "Hey, man, well, you want to talk about a film, you want to review a film," and you threw out a particular film, "The Long Kiss Goodnight."
Long Kiss
Long
Goodnight.
Kiss Goodnight from
Yep.
1996.
Way back. What was you doing
Way
in
back,
96?
man. I was in Austin in college on the fast track to nowhere, about to flunk out because I was running the streets.
Okay.
I said I was like a vampire, dude. I was,
hmm
partying all night long and
Wow.
sleeping during the day, missing class out on
Yeah.
Sixth Street. That's what I was doing in 1996.
Sound like you're having a
what,
good time.
I was having a kick-ass time, man. What about yourself? What was going on in 1996?
96, I believe, was sophomore year high school. So
Okay.
I think the internet was coming out. You could hear about
Yeah.
email and stuff like that. In 96, I think I was in jazz band in high school. So I was into music back then. I thought I was
Uh-huh.
going to be the next Timbaland, Dr.
Okay.
Dre,
Yeah.
Neptunes. I was listening
Okay.
to all those guys and I wanted to make music and I had my keyboard set up and I was making beats.
I
And
love it.
I didn't sell nothing. I didn't sell a single beat. I
You
think,
didn't sell. You
oh,
didn't sell one beat.
actually, no, I take that back. I saw one beat and it went down like a drug deal. I met this dude at a mall. I brought my
Okay.
CD. We met at a table at the mall, exchanged money, CD, and that was it. I don't know what happened to that beat. I don't know what he did
Did the
with it.
exchange?
I think I got maybe $50, and that was the end of my music career. And then at some point, I pivoted to movies, and I went to film school later on, and then pivoted
Oh, really?
again to stand-up comedy.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I love it. I love it. So, Long Kiss Goodnight. Let's
Yeah.
let's let's talk about it for a minute. So, why'd you pick this film? Where
Yeah.
what is the connection Long Kiss Goodnight and how it made
Okay.
you feel?
I've loved this movie for a long time. Like one
Okay.
of my first jobs was Blockbuster Video, and
Mm-hmm.
I remember I think I saw it when I was working there. And so, I mean, the movie is like a action comedy. The action is great. It's got Rennie Harlan directing it, who did Die Hard 2, Cliffhanger, and one of the best super intelligent shark movies, Deep Blue Sea. He directed that one,
I love
also
that
with Sam
movie, bro.
Jackson. And
Yes,
so,
love that
and
movie.
yeah, Long Kiss Goodnight has that. It's kind of like one of the first movies where there's an assassin with amnesia, right? That's like a
Mm-hmm.
particular, what do you call it, a trope? And then
Mm-hmm.
years later, Jason Bourne did it. But before Jason Bourne, it was, I think her name was Samantha Kane.
Samantha. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Samantha.
Gina
Yeah.
Davis didn't know who the hell she was.
Charlie Baltimore.
Right. And then she was a housewife with amnesia. And then people were trying to kill her. Some guy saw her on TV where she was Mrs. Claus waving in a festival or,
Mm-hmm.
some kind of Christmas event. And it's also a Christmas movie, which is
Yes.
a thing with Shane Black. He's the writer and he created the Lethal Weapon series. So I've been a fan of his for a while. And then the history of Long Kiss Goodnight, I believe the Long Kiss Goodnight script was the first one to sell for $1 million back in 96.
Really?
And
I did not know this.
yeah. And at the time the movie was made, Gina Davis and the director were married. And then, they got divorced later, but they were married and they made a hell of a movie. It didn't do well at the box office. I believe it was a bomb, but it later on became a cult favorite. And I like it most because of the comedy, action, and the chemistry between Sam Jackson and Gina Davis was fantastic. And
Yeah, it was.
the lines, they got some cold, hilarious lines
Hey
in this
man,
movie.
yeah, it's some cold lines, and it's funny. I was telling you, I went back to watch it
hmm
because it had been a while since I had seen it, and I had forgotten how funny it is.
Yeah.
It's a lot of comedy in the film that is
hmm
hilarious, and yeah, they have great chemistry between each other, and Samuel Jackson, man, it's hard to
Yeah.
go wrong with that cat, man.
He was a little bit younger. He looks pretty much the same
He looked
right now.
I was like, he's younger, but he looked the same. Just like him and Morgan Freeman, man. It's like, how you still look you old, but you're not old.
Yeah.
You just,
Yeah.
I don't know how they
Samuel,
go
what
back.
an incredible career that guy has. But I
Man.
used to watch the train station action sequence over and over again. I love that part of the movie. And there's a part where Gina Davis and Sam are walking towards the train station, and he's putting his gun in his coat pocket. And she says, "Aren't you gonna put it in your pants?" And he goes, "What do you want me to do? Shoot my dick off?" And she goes, "Oh, you're a sharpshooter now?" It's like a really quick banter before the action starts. And then there's a part where they're running down a hall. There's an explosion happening behind them. They jump through the window, third story. They're falling to some ice on the ground. And Gina Davis shoots the ice as she's falling to break it, so they go through. And that's what I plan to do if I'm ever falling out of a window. I will shoot the ice.
You be ready, man. You be prepared.
I learn shit from these movies.
Shoot the ice. Shoot the ice. Now it's funny, and you watch these old movies, and it's funny you asked me what I was doing in '96 because that's a lot of times how I know what year a film came out, because it just puts me back in that time. And I remember during that time, it was different movies coming out where you have a white female lead, and then you have a black male lead, right? And in my whatever freaking brain, I'm like, typically something gonna go down. There's some chemistry, they're gonna smash or something like that. And I remember seeing that, and I was expecting there's a particular scene, and I thought it was about to go down,
right?
And it didn't, and I was pissed because I wanted to get on it. Now,
well, that's the thing I like about the movie, because it doesn't have any love scenes. It's just all about business.
It's all about business, man.
I could watch this with my parents and not get uncomfortable when sex scenes show up. You know what I mean? Man, I always hated that when you watch a movie with your parents and then they start smashing in the movie, and it's like, how long is this gonna be? It's uncomfortable.
Dude, hey, my ass. I look, my parents be sitting there and they would do this right here, right? And all I'm doing is this. I want to see the breasts.
You want to see it. Man. There was another movie with back in the day, white female lead and a black male lead. It was Julia Roberts.
Pelican Brief.
Yeah, Denzel, right? Remember that one? Pelican Brief.
Now that I was like, I'm like, man, if the lead would have been a white dude, he definitely would have got her.
They didn't smash in that movie?
They did not.
Okay.
They did not. And then I'll throw another one at you. Murder at 1600.
Snipes.
Snipes, yep. And I can't remember who the female lead was, but that was another one. I was like, come on, man. Now, this is a conspiracy. This is Hollywood conspiracy theory.
You might be right. I didn't even think about that. I'm trying to think. What are some other examples of no smashing between the leads? This no smash conspiracy.
No smash conspiracy.
I mean, there was Book of Eli, right? Denzel and Mila Kunis. But his character was all about business anyway.
Yeah, man. He was memorizing the Bible, man. He
ain't got time to smash.
Man. Like, man, I'm in the word, brother.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Yeah. But I guess you can add that to the list. They didn't smash, but it makes sense for the story, but they didn't smash. Yeah. I think maybe Denzel has that in his clause because maybe, he's married up, so maybe he don't really want to be doing that on camera. Yeah. I don't remember him doing much of that on camera in any of his movies.
The most graphic thing, and he still wasn't smashing, he had finished, was with, was it Flight?
Yeah.
Where he's a drug addict, alcoholic, and all that. And the chick, he's just sitting on the side of the bed, hung over, and she walking around naked or whatever. But that was about the extent of it. So
wait a minute. Remember Ricochet? Yeah. The forced blowjob scene?
Yeah.
I saw that as a kid. I'm like, what is going on?
Hey, man, I had to play that back a few times. I was like, wait a minute.
That's a good one. I think John Lithgow was the bad guy, I think.
He was. And then Ice-T is in there.
Ice-T's in it?
Is it Odella? Was the character he played? Odessa. I think his name was Odessa. He was cool as shit, right?
That's worth a rewatch right there. I ain't seen that in a while.
That is worth a rewatch. That was a good-ass movie because that's when, it's like the law with Denzel and then the streets, they hooked up.
Yeah.
It's like you got your boy. It's like, hey man, I need you to do me a solid. And then they came together. That was a good ass movie. Speaking of which, talk about Ice-T.
Yes.
We can maybe talk about this if you want to. Because I was there front row seat for the birth of rappers becoming actors, right? And at the forefront of that was, in my mind, Ice-T and then Ice Cube. But Ice-T, you remember Surviving the Game?
Oh, yeah.
Rutger Hauer.
Hell yeah.
When they do, man, it's a good ass movie, man.
It picked the wrong homeless guy.
Man, you picked the wrong homeless dude, man.
Yes, Charles S. Dutton.
Yeah,
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey. Charles S. Dutton got his legs blown off. That shit was hilarious. I
Yep.
love that movie, man. I watch that movie maybe almost once a year, dude.
Yeah, that's a
It's
great.
just
That's a
in,
not. It's kind of underrated, I think. It might be
it's
Ice-T's
absolutely.
best movie too.
I would say it is.
I mean, New Jack City's good too,
Yeah,
but I think Surviving the Game's better.
that is his best film. I
Mhm.
would agree with you
He
on
also
that.
has what, Trespass
He's
with
got
both Ices,
Trespass. Mm-hmm.
Cube and T.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then you roll into with Tupac, Will
Yes.
Smith, of course, right? He's the biggest rapper turned
Right.
actor.
He might be the best. I mean, Will's
Probably,
really good.
yeah. I mean, if I think if Tupac would have lived,
Mm-hmm.
he would have exceeded. He would have, or at least been at the same level as
Yeah.
Will, because he definitely could act his ass off. Above the rim and Juice,
Yeah.
right? Anything else, like just kind of what's on your radar or something recently that you've like, oh yeah, that was hitting.
On my radar, there's you got the Cliff Booth movie coming out later this year. It's the David Fincher and Tarantino teamed up. It's a sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Disclosure Day, Spielberg's new one, and I think there's something else. I'll probably see, Odyssey when that come out.
Let's see Odyssey for sure.
There's a lot of good ones still coming out, and of course, Scary Movie 6.
Oh yeah,
Hell yeah!
I think that's June 6th. That's next weekend.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
I'm going to theaters for that
bro.
one for sure.
I can't wait for that, man. And it's due. It's
Yeah,
time, man. It's so much stuff going on. Like I'm ready to laugh, bro.
I think it's gonna be a huge
ready to
hit,
laugh.
like $100 million opening weekend kind of hit, probably.
Yeah. Did you see Michael?
I have not seen Michael yet.
Okay.
I'm waiting for Bubbles. I want to see the Bubbles movie, but I heard Michael's really good though. You saw it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Mhm.
I gave it a 7. Now
Okay.
I gave it a 7 mainly because of Jafar's performance. Who
Okay.
played, that's Michael Jackson's nephew, Jermaine's son. He gives a 10 out of 10 performance.
Amazing. And
But,
that was his like acting debut, right? Did he
Yeah.
any other experience?
Yeah, man.
Amazing.
That's something. That's on a whole nother level, man. For it to come together like that,
Mm-hmm.
the dude embodied his uncle. And
Yes.
Who else? How many people can portray Michael Jackson?
Right. I mean, yeah. I remember when Michael was coming out, I was thinking like, how come we don't have a Marvin Gaye movie? And I started looking it up, and there have been several attempts for a Marvin Gaye movie, but the family is very they're pretty. The family is very protective of his legacy,
of his
which is
legacy,
understandable,
his estate.
and he has a lot of tragedy in the way his life ended, And so I looked it up, and there was a James Gandolfini had produced a Marvin Gaye movie years ago. I don't remember his name, but the guy who played Marvin was in Law and Order, I believe. It's like a TV actor, and I thought the movie never came out. All you see is there's a trailer on YouTube, and before the movie was going to come out, the family kind of vetoed it and shut it down.
Plug on it.
And then F. Gary Gray was going to make one back in the day, and with Will Smith as the lead, and that fell apart also because the family didn't want it to happen. But I think it would make a great movie, but also understand why the family doesn't want all that shit out there. Kind of want to protect the legacy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can respect that. Yeah, it's a sensitive thing when you're doing those biopics, man. It's like, well, what are you going to tell it all? What are you going to tell? What story are we telling? Which version?
Yeah.
There's a lot of moving parts to it. And that's a hard thing to overcome in some cases. I understand. I mean, Michael is it's very surface. They don't go anything. And some people think when I say don't go into much, I was not expecting them to go into any scandal, which they don't even get to that time period of scandal. But I wasn't even looking for that. I wanted just, who was Michael Jackson? Just the man. I mean, the film is very one-dimensional in the characters, right? You see Michael one way, you see Joe one way, he whooping ass, and it's like, man, look, the man's the devil. It's like, dude, I saw the Broadway show. I saw the TV series from the 90s, which I loved. What was it called? American Dream or whatever. That was good. But I'm kind of tired of Joe being portrayed as Satan, man. Like,
was he basically Ike Turner in the movie?
Not that bad, but close to it. I mean, he just every moment, man, it was about money, and he was checking folks, and he didn't put his hands on Catherine, but he definitely grabbed the sons and jerked them around, and I'll put it like this: he got something right. Am I saying the man was a saint? Absolutely not. I was not in that house. I don't know what all went down, but I say I do believe the man got something right. to you got Janet Jackson, megastar, and you got the Jacksons, megastar group, and you got Michael Jackson, mega star.
Probably biggest star of all time.
Biggest star of all time, man.
Yeah.
Who else has fans that have not been born yet? That's the level Michael Jackson's on.
What is it? One of your? I mean, a 7 out of 10. So it's probably not your favorite biopic. Which one is your favorite?
My favorite would be either Ray with Jamie Foxx, or it would be Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody. But now both of those are 10s.
Okay,
10 out of 10s.
Yeah, I saw both of those. Great movies.
And I can watch those films over again. Outstanding performances and all the way around. It's just it's a complete end-to-end story. So not only are the stage performances on point, the story is well written, right? It has a first, second, third act. And I walked away feeling like I know more about this individual, right? Freddie Mercury, Ray Charles. Those are the standard for me if you're going to do a musician's biopic.
Right. Yeah. There's other biopics. It's usually mostly musicians. Seems like there's mostly a lot of musician biopics coming out. You got Springsteen just dropped one, and of course, I think Weird Al Yankovic has one. I haven't seen that one yet. I heard it's really good. I haven't
seen it yet. I have to check that out. I have to check that one out.
Elvis, of course, has had one.
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty good.
I heard Beatles is doing one, but they're doing a movie for each Beatle, which is amazing. Really?
I have to see how this goes, man. Now, how you gonna pull this off?
Like they the Avengers. They each getting their own movie, and then the final movie is all of them together to fight who? Together? The monkeys? Who they fighting?
The monkeys.
The Beatles. Yeah, I think Ridley Scott's doing it. That dude is prolific as hell.
I forgot one.
What?
Straight out of Compton.
That's right. Straight out of Compton.
10. That was a 10.
Yeah, that was a 10.
I forgot about that. That was a good ass movie. Can't forget those guys. So yeah, it's on that level. So it is possible, but it's moving parts, and I think it goes back to what you said, like with the Marvin Gaye family and estate.
Yeah.
What does the family want to do? And you got to get everybody on board,
right?
And what do you want to share? So that's how that goes. So I get it.
When are we gonna get a Rick James movie?
Shit.
And who would play Rick James?
Damn, who would play Rick James?
Terrence Howard. He could do it, or Chappelle, I guess.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
Yeah.
Slap.
I think it would make a good movie. I do it a crazy life and great music.
Great music and a crazy life. A little side note to that, I'll tell you, if you like music and you like hearing about musicians and their stories and stuff like that, Questlove, drummer from The Roots, had a show, Questlove Supreme. Now he has a different version of something else now, but for years on a podcast on iTunes, whatever, you could see Questlove Supreme, and he would bring on these artists and interview them, and man, they would take it back from the beginning. Day one of their life, and they would tell all these stories and talk about different albums and tours and music and what was, let's say interviewing somebody like, what's his name from the time? Morris
Day, yeah.
And he would talk about touring with Prince and how Prince was and these different man, I love hearing that kind of stuff. So
me too.
If you hadn't seen that before or listened to it before, check it out. It's
okay, I will. But that's another biopic, Purple Rain, right?
There we go. Well, just last year, they did the 30th anniversary, and they re-released Purple Rain, and I went into the theater to watch it, and bro, it was a concert up in there, man.
Wow.
I had a purple tracksuit on.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
And dude, it was fun.
Awesome.
I had a really good time, and then I laugh at because we're so politically correct today and sensitive to so many things. Dude, you watch that, you go back and watch that film, man. Chicks was getting slapped, and
yeah,
it's like, dude, it was a different time in the 80s, bro.
Oh
yeah, a different time.
Yeah,
you couldn't even make a movie like that today. It wouldn't even make it out.
Yeah, no. I still think Prince has my favorite Super Bowl halftime performance. I mean, because it actually started to rain while he was playing Purple Rain. Yeah. That was a memory right there.
That. Yeah, it started raining, and then he has the guitar, and it looks like this phallic symbol. It looks like he's jamming on his penis sticking out. I remember all of that. So, and then, you talk about Super Bowl. Janet, my dumb ass. I was barbecuing at the same time, and so I actually missed the nip slip.
The nip slip.
Because I was checking some meat on the grill at the time. And my boys was just yelling and screaming. I run back into and I had already missed it. So,
What year was that?
Dude, that would have been early 2000s, maybe
So like early internet.
5.
I don't think social
Somewhere.
media was where it is right now, as far as like
It,
Instagram and stuff, because that
yeah.
would have been all over social media.
Oh
The
yeah,
Mifflin.
yeah. That would have been like around 03, 04. I'm just guessing. I'm
Mm-hmm.
totally guessing, but somewhere around there is
Yeah.
where that would have hit. Where that would have hit, man. So so you're a comic.
Mm-hmm.
You're a huge film fan. Obviously, you're very versed in just the film industry and who's doing what and in front of the camera, behind the camera. Do you have any aspirations to do anything in the film space?
Definitely, it's on the bucket
Okay.
list. I
Okay.
want to make at least one short film and
Okay.
hopefully a feature. But like, I've been trying to utilize AI. Like maybe I can use AI to make a short, but I think I
Yeah.
want to do it the traditional way. Just actors, camera,
Yeah.
action, and see what happens. I'm gonna try. It might be a goal for next year. I don't know if I can do it this year, but I need the money. Money is
Yeah.
still the crucial point to
Yeah.
do it right.
That little thing called money, man.
Mm-hmm.
But what I will say is, I believe this is coming from somebody that's never made a film before. I just critique them,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if there's ever been a better time to do it in terms of cost, right? I mean,
Definitely. Yeah.
resources. The the
Yeah.
the, the camera equipment is this is the most inexpensive it's
Mm-hmm.
ever been,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, and
so hey,
the
man.
cameras are incredible. Like the quality and the affordability. Because when I was in film school, like we didn't have this stuff. We were shooting on film, and it was super expensive. Had to get the film developed, and hopefully you didn't screw it up when you're changing the magazine and all that. It's so
Yeah,
expensive getting the Kodak, the telecine process from digitizing the film so you can edit. Man, those days are over. At least for me.
yeah, yeah. And it was a film that came out some years back called Tangerine. That
Yeah,
was that was shot all on the iPhone.
amazing.
And
That movie is
that's a good
hilarious.
movie. It's hilarious. That's a good movie, man.
Yes, I've seen it a few times.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's possible. And hey, man, whenever you're ready to do that,
Mhm.
just let me know. I could be an extra man. I could be a garbage man, mailman, like
How
whatever,
about
dude.
executive producer? How about
Hey, hey,
want
hey.
to
Well,
want to be
let's
the money
talk.
man, collect all the profit? You can do that.
Hey, man. Well, let's talk, man.
Yeah.
I'll say, I think about this all the time, and I think it maybe applies to comedy too. Please
Mhm.
chime in
Mhm.
for you being a comic. I feel like the best comedy and some of the best films are written in truth.
Yes.
They're written in whatever your truth is,
Mhm.
not my truth. Whoever created it, whoever wrote the joke, the jokes you write
Mhm.
is written in truth, and the same applies, I think, to these stories for these films. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, that's definitely true. The best jokes, are have truth in it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I think the best Tangerine, the movie you just brought up, is a great example of that. There's a lot of truth in that movie.
Hmm.
And yeah, it holds true for jokes as well. When you're honest and the comedy is coming from an honest place, I think the jokes hit harder. And if you're revealing something true about yourself, I think the comedy comes hits harder as well.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah, agreed, man. Well, look, I want to again personally thank you for taking the time to
you're
come on,
welcome.
chop it up with the movie brother, talk
Hmm.
about something I could talk about all day, every damn day.
Yeah, me too.
You are more than welcome anytime to come on and come hang with us.
Okay.
And before we wrap, I'll just give you the floor and share anything you would like to share with the audience of how people can follow you or anything you got going on. Feel free to share.
All right. Well, people hit me up on Instagram at Devin Clark Comedy and come see me live at a show. I got a big one coming up, Fort Worth Hyenas, July 19th. I'll be headlining. It's a Sunday show. Come holler at me. I'll be in Little Rock, Arkansas next week at Looney Bin, and then Houston, July 25th. And but most of my shows in the DFW. So like, come check me out and laugh. I guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you will laugh. You will laugh. So hey, man, thanks again, and I wish you nothing but the best. I see great things coming your way, bro. And
Thank you.
in anything the movie brother or my platform can do to support you in that, you got a place.
All right. Well, we definitely gonna do this again, man. We gotta chop it up with some movies, and hopefully we'll make a movie.
Hey, y'all. Now look, y'all heard it.
Yep.
Y'all heard it here. So
Hmm.
there it is.
Yes.
All right, we'll talk.
All right.
Peace.